Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to restore backup and how to transfer data on POCO F8 Pro. Okay, first I'll show you how you can transfer the data from your previous device into your brand new POCO. Then I'll show you how you can restore the backup from Google One and from your computer. So let's begin. As you can see, we are doing the setup process. Now we need to click this arrow. Now select your language. I'll stick to the English. Now click on Next. Select your region and click on Next. Click on Next and agree to those terms and conditions. And we have the option that we are interested in, setup using another device. Now simply select the device type. In my case, my previous phone is an Android, so I need to select it. And as you can see already on my old device, an option for the setup appeared. If it doesn't pop out automatically, just like in my case, simply open up your camera app or use your Google Lens to scan this QR code. That's what I'm about to do. Simply scan the code. Okay, it says that we need to continue on our POCO. Now I also need to draw my screen lock as a confirmation. The screen lock that I'm using on my previous device. As you can see, our phone is automatically connected to the Wi-Fi currently, so we need to wait a little bit. Okay, getting the phone ready. So we need to wait a little. Okay, now we have possibility to copy apps and data. That's the thing that we are definitely interested in, so let's click on Next. Alright, getting ready to copy. We need to wait a little bit. Once again. Okay, and now from that list we need to choose what we want to copy. When it comes to things such as Google Calendar, Contacts, Photos and Gmail, they are synced automatically. In my case, I would like to copy everything except my apps, so I will unselect them and now click on Copy. The process will now begin, so we need to wait a little bit. And it will be done in the background, just to be more precise. And now we have to go through the simple setup process, so we can set the fingerprint and also the face unlock. I will skip it. Remember that it's also available later in the settings, so don't worry if you don't do it now. Okay, now we have the Google services. Simply scroll down and hit on Accept. And now we have backup options that are really useful, and I highly recommend turning them on. But everything is up to you, it's your device. And now click on Next, and we need to select our default browser. I always pick Google Chrome and Google as my search engine. Okay, now we have a question: do we want to continue the setup or leave and get a reminder? I'll click on Continue. Now we have a feature that will let contacts nearby find and share with us. I'll agree. Why not? Now we have the Gemini, which is our personal AI assistant, and we have possibility to launch, to turn on actually an alternative way of launching the Gemini by simply saying, "Hey Google." It is up to you. I'll turn it on. If you want, you can add another email account, change how the text displays, or review additional apps. I don't want any of those things, so simply I'll click on No Thanks. The copying is almost done. And now it's finished, so click on Done. Once again, we need to wait. Oh, actually, it was fast this time. Scroll down, hit on Next. If you are interested, you can turn on the parental controls. I don't want it. Select Font Settings. You can keep it on the default or use the Mi Sans. I'll stick to default. Click on Next. You can set up your screen lock and enable the wallpaper carousel. Right now, remember that it consumes more battery, so for now I will skip it. Again, it's also available later in the settings. Select the default launcher. It can be classic or with the app drawer. I'll stick to app drawer. Click on Next. Now you have the recommended apps. I don't want any of them, so I will unselect them. No, actually I have to do this manually. I don't want to download any of those apps. Select navigation mode, gestures or buttons. I'll stick to gestures. If you don't know how to use them, you can always click on Learn and you will have a tutorial. Select the recent layouts, vertical or horizontal. maybe horizontal. Click on next. Alright, preparing the system, so we need to wait a little bit. Actually, I'll place my phone, my previous phone, next to me because I won't be needing it anymore. I'll place the POCO in the middle. Okay, so now we just need to simply wait until preparing system is finished. Then if you click on get started, you'll be ready to use your device. Okay, so that was the first method. Now I'll show you how you can restore the backup from Google One. Okay, and now the second method, just like I was saying before. Again, we are doing the setup process. And now when we have possibility to set up our POCO using another device, we need to click on skip. We need to connect to the Wi-Fi manually, so I'll type the password. Then click on connect. Okay, click on next. Getting the phone ready. Once again, we need to wait. Okay, and now the most important part. Now we need to sign in into the same Google account on which we made our backup before. Because if you'll be logged in the wrong account, you won't be able to restore your backup. So have that in mind. So now I will log in. First, type your mail and click on next, and now I'll have to type the password. Okay. Now click on next. And select the backup that you would like to restore. In my case, I want that one. I also need to confirm by drawing the screen lock that I had in the moment when I was creating that backup as a confirmation. Okay, again, when it comes to Google Photos, Gmail, Calendar, and Drive, they're synced automatically. And now I would like to restore everything except apps. Now click on restore if you have selected everything that you want. Okay, and now we have to go again through the setup process, so you can set those things up. I'll skip it, always available later. When it comes to Google services, scroll down and hit on accept. Now you have the backup options. I highly recommend turning them on. Click on next. Select your default browser. I always select Google Chrome and Google as my search engine. Okay, I'll continue the setup. I'll agree to that feature. Same thing with the Gemini, but everything is up to you, remember, when it comes to the setup process. And here I'll click on no thanks. We need to wait. Okay, click on next, or you can type the parental controls if you want. Select the phone settings, hit on next. You can set up your screen lock. Now select the launcher classic or with the app drawer. I don't want to install any of those apps, so I will unselect them. Select navigation mode, gestures or buttons. Select the layouts, recent layouts, vertical or horizontal. I'll pick horizontal. Okay, it's preparing the system, so we just need to wait until the button appears. When it appears, we'll be ready to use our phone. Okay, that was the second method. Now I'll show you how you can restore the backup from your computer. Okay, and now restoring from computer. First, connect your phone into your computer, then open up the notification bar and select USB 4 file transfer / Android Auto. Now on your computer, we need to open up this PC, find your phone, double tap, click on internal shared storage, now MIUI, backup, all backup, and in here we need to copy the zip file with our backup. In my case it's right in here, so I need to copy it, Okay, now we can close it up. Now on your phone, open up the settings, click on About Phone, scroll down, Backup and Restore, Mobile Device, click on Agree, select Restore, select the backup, and click on Restore. The restoring process has now started. Okay, it should be done at any second. 60%. Now 70, 80. And 100. Click on Finish, and now everything has been successfully restored. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.